A possible skinwalker in northern Wisconsin, a bulbous-headed creature lurks in southern Oregon, and in Maine, a trail camera snaps an eerie photo of a wolf or maybe something else. These are real unknown animals recorded by wildlife cameras. In November of 2023, a Reddit user named ParticularMap999 shared a photo on the paranormal subreddit. It came from a wildlife camera somewhere in northern Wisconsin, and it shows this ghoulish-looking figure standing in a field at night. Tall, thin, just wrong, the proportions are off, the posture feels unnatural, and the image is sort of blurry, so admittedly your brain does start trying to fill in the gaps. The original poster explained it came from their cousin's friend who'd set up cameras before hunting season. Map999 wrote, "My background knowledge is skinwalkers and wendigos, but I have no idea what this is. Please, if anyone knows what this could be, please let me know. Could also be a hunter, but I don't know anyone that dresses like that for hunting season." The Reddit thread blew up with guesses. One user, _dismissed, wrote, "I can see long black hair. Looks to be wearing a very simple dress that's cinched at the waist. I see legs. Looks like she put her hand up to her face. I can see her lips. The eyes and nose are distorted due to the camera, but the figure looks solid. That's what I see." Other commenters pointed out weird details, like the feet appear to point the wrong way and one arm stretches almost where the knees should be. Theories ranged from a Native American spirit to someone in a robe, a woman on her phone, or even grandma off her meds. But what are your thoughts on this one? Share them down in the comments. Alright, I'm sorry, but I just love this one. It may look silly to some of you, but this image was posted to Reddit by Full Asparagus 243, who writes, "What is this thing? This is a snapshot from my trail camera on my property in southern Oregon. It was taken back in May of 2016. No one was home when this snapshot was taken, and I live on 5 secluded acres with no nearby neighbors." People had some interesting thoughts, but no one mentioned what immediately popped into my head: a melon head. Now, some of you are probably a little confused right now. I've talked about the melon head creatures before on the channel. They're a cryptid out of Ohio, which, again, as the Redditor stated, is where this picture was taken. So what in the heck are the melon heads? Well, the story goes back to this desolate road near Kirtland, where a creepy doctor named Crow supposedly took in orphan kids, but he wasn't exactly the nurturing type. People say he experimented on them, eventually turning them into these deformed, melon-headed creatures. One night they rebelled, setting the place on fire before running off into the woods, where supposedly they still reside to this day. For decades, there have been urban legends of these small, hunched creatures with massive, bulbous heads living off the grid in the dense Ohio forests. Somewhere out in southwest Florida, a trail camera snapped this photo in the middle of the night. The image got passed to the South Florida Wildlands Association, who couldn't quite figure out what they were looking at. It posted it and basically said, "You tell us." It's this low-to-the-ground, dark animal with a long tail and those glowing eyes you only get from night cameras. Now, at a glance, it looks familiar. I thought it was a house cat maybe at first, but then you look again and something doesn't quite line up. As the South Florida Wildlands Association put it, it looks a little bit wrong and a little bit right. I think that pretty much sums it up. It's not clearly anything. People piled into the comments trying to solve it though. Some were dead sure it was just a house cat. One person joked it was a mini-me black panther. Others said bobcat. Some said panther again. A few thought maybe even a dog. I think they need their eyes checked, but God bless them anyway. The group didn't totally shut down the cat idea, but they pushed back a little bit. The area where this was taken isn't exactly forgiving. They said they'd spent years out there and haven't run into domestic cats on those lands or even seen tracks. So that's kind of where it hangs. Nobody can say for sure what this animal is. You know what I always find creepy? Canines that don't quite look or act right. Almost like they're semi-human, you know, dogs walking their hind legs and stuff. It's unsettling, that uncanny valley kind of vibe. Well, this image certainly evokes that feeling. You immediately see a wolf, but then you start noticing something else. Its body, it just doesn't look right. The image was captured on a trail camera in Maine a couple years ago. As soon as it was posted to social media, people started commenting on how uneasy it made them feel. That it looked almost like a werewolf, mid-transformation, or a Dogman. What are your thoughts? Is this just a regular wolf, captured at just the right angle to look off, or is this something genuinely paranormal? This next image was posted by a now deleted Reddit user who simply wrote, "Any idea what this could be? Definitely looks creepy, whatever it is. Looks like an animal of some kind, but it also looks to be standing on its hind legs." And that's, again, always eerie to see, especially in the wild in the middle of the night. Some commenters said it could be a coyote on its hind legs, maybe an animal with something hanging out of its mouth, but I'm not so sure. What do you all think? This next one isn't quite as easy to write off though. It was posted to Reddit by user Danan3165 a couple years back, and they wrote, "Rural South Carolina from a coworker's trail cam. What is this?" Great question. What is this indeed? Whatever it is, I don't like it. It's pretty much pure nightmare fuel. Doesn't look like any animal I've ever seen, but it's definitely not human either. It's got these long, spindly limbs. It's pale, almost skeletal, and the face. You got these dark, hollowed out pits for eyes and this massive gaping maw. And the graininess of the image just makes it worse. Stripping away the details, it leaves you with this ghostly silhouette that feels really uncanny. Is it a skinwalker, a rake, a hoax? Who knows? But anyone from South Carolina ever seen anything like this? Let us know in the comments. Check out this image from a Spypoint trail cam stamped from May 2021 at almost 10 o'clock at night. And yeah, tell me it doesn't make your skin crawl. This isn't your standard blurry deer or coyote. It's something hunkered down, and the way it's positioned, it's wrong. It looks bulky, leaning forward on these thick, powerful looking limbs. The proportions don't seem human, yet it looks hairless. There's no definition. It's just this dense, shadowy bulk with two eerie reflective eyes. If those even are eyes. Could also be the camera light reflecting off the head. I don't see any ears on the thing either. Doesn't look to have the usual head or neck of a known animal. Seems more like a contorted, shapeless mass. Could say it's a bear with severe mange, maybe a weird glitch, but I don't know. Could it also possibly be a cryptid, like some strange hominid or crawler? I'll let you be the judge. This next one was posted to Reddit by Venus Veneris, who wrote, "This is not my picture, but a picture from a friend. Trail cam located in upper New York State. I just began reading about crawlers recently and remembered this photo that was sent to me by my friend last year. He said he happened to catch it and has no idea what it is. No one does. At the time, definitely a creepy curiosity, but now, reading about crawlers and doing some research, I'm curious what the general consensus might be. Considering it might be some kind of phantom. Also, I feel like it's too transparent, disjointed, overall weird to be a human. Anyway, curious what y'all think. When I first saw it, I was definitely freaked out, yet super intrigued by the shot." End quote. Now, it looks human-ish to me, but I don't think that makes it any less creepy, because whoever or whatever this thing is, they don't look to be wearing clothes either. Researchers have been trying for years to find a northern quoll in a remote part of northern Australia called the Picatinny Plains, if I'm pronouncing that right, probably not. The animal used to live there, but over time it disappeared. There were no confirmed sightings for decades, even after multiple survey attempts using trail cameras in 2015, 2021, and 2023. But in early January of last year, a researcher named Nick Stock was flying over the area. He noticed this rocky outcrop that looked kind of promising, so he set up a single motion activated camera there and left it. A few days later, that camera captured a clear image of a northern quoll moving through the rocks. It was the first confirmed record of the species in that area in around 80 years. One of the ecologists, Helena Stokes, described the discovery as a, quote, fantastic surprise. And that's because the species wasn't just rare, it was thought to be gone. And finally, this one comes from a Reddit user named Temp Off-Road, who said the image was captured by an elder family member's trail camera in Kentucky. A lot of commenters immediately jumped to it looking ape-like. It's big, dark, and hairy, but its limbs look more like a primate's than a bear's or a canine's. The way it's hunched over, seemingly moving with this heavy bipedal leaning gait. I don't know, it's creepy, man. And look at the scale of it compared to the surrounding trees. This thing is a good size. As for what it is, share your thoughts down below. I've been your host, James, and I will catch you, yes, you specifically,